This is the leg workout that my coach has set me up to take care of and to go through. So we start off with the abductors and adductors. Now, if you notice, we're going really slow here because the purpose is to stress the muscle and to not just do reps for reps' sake. This has been the hardest thing to really adjust to as it pertains to really digging into the depths of what bodybuilding is all about. So you see, you have to understand the goal of the workout is not to just do reps or even worse, to last as long in the gym as possible. The idea is to approach your training like you would a sprinter, to be very intense. And when you are very intense, you really can't last that long, or else it's really not that intense. So, in accordance to the Mike Metzner approach, you can see me going very slow, and then eventually, when I lose the ability to push out the weight or do the positive, I then hold it and then drop it slowly to get a little bit more out of the intensity of the exercise. Now, this is going the other way here, where I'm doing more squeezing. Now, what the count is, we're counting for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're holding for 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're releasing slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, what most people don't get is that you actually get more out of the exercise when you are actually dropping or doing the negative part. This is in accordance to what Arthur Jones, the mentor to Mike Metzner, told him, and they both espoused back in the 80s and 90s when they were speaking about the positive aspects of doing the negative in a very slow and deliberate way. Also, when you go slower, you avoid injuries to your ligaments and all of that. Lifting weights doesn't necessarily cause any injuries, but it's when you snatch it up real quick and try to use momentum to help you move it, that's where injuries occur. Now we're focusing on the leg curl. Now, this weight is a little bit heavy for me, but I'm still utilizing it since I started off with it because the idea is to go to failure. And mind you, we only use one set to failure because the idea is to switch on the muscle mechanism that will cause your muscles to adapt to the stress that you're putting on it. But you want to be very careful as to not overtrain because those who are training natural or without the use of steroids or performance enhancement drugs that deal with hormone manipulation or HGH, human growth hormone, it's very important that you utilize the natural growth mechanism in your body because that's going to allow you to gain muscle, provided you give yourself enough rest time in between workouts and not try to work out 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. And it is exhausting. When you go to failure, that means you have nothing left in the tank. And like this scene shows you, it's hard to even get up after the exercise. And finally, this is the most embarrassing part of my workout because I'm still working on my belly, but we have to deal with progress as progress goes along. And here, you notice I'm holding for 4 counts, and then I'm going back up slowly 4. And this is only 225 pounds. Now, if I was just doing reps, I could do a lot more and a lot heavier. And plus, this is towards the end of my workout. This is not at the beginning. So my legs are already fatigued. And I find that as I go down, I try to go down a little bit deeper, but I'm going very slow and deliberate so that I can feel every bit of it. The irony about lifting weights is that the objective is to fail. If you go to the gym and you execute all of them with no problems, that means you're not taxing your body enough for it to grow. You have to maximize your effort to 100% in order to grow. Now, some may say 80, 90, or 95 may do, but I don't even know how to measure 2 ways. No effort or total effort. This is the prostate cancer guy.